Fuck it, man. We're gonna have to just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. All right, let's start this bitch, right? So are we starting?
Oh.
This is it?
Oh, this wasn't recording?
It probably was.
Oh.
It's weird. The way you just looked at me, one eye was in more than the other one.
Like this?
Yeah, he did that.
It's because my eyes hurt and I'm tired. And it's
really?
because I need glasses during the day and I don't wear them.
Me too.
Yeah.
And today I started feeling that I got to wear glasses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you have glasses. You should wear them more. But I just don't make a habit of it. And then I notice it when my eyes hurt. And today my eyes hurt. So I had started using it today.
I am
and
realizing.
It goes away in like 2 days.
I'm realizing now that I just wish I had fucked up eyesight my whole life.
So you'd be used to it?
So they'd be used to it.
People?
Yeah.
We give a fuck what people think.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about you caring about other people thinking about
No.
you?
I don't want my clients to all of a sudden sit in my chair and be like, you have glasses?
I know. You know what? I'm saying it like I don't care, but I do because I take it off on the Starbucks line before I get to the people that like
know you.
I do.
Yeah.
And they don't even know me.
Oh, it's some
They're
random
just like,
stuff.
they know me
Enough.
a couple of times without it.
And then they're going to see you with glasses.
It's enough to, I don't feel like talking about it.
I know.
I don't want to say
I need
it.
eyes to do what I do. So it's like, they're going to be like, oh.
The other day,
You've been cutting my hair without glasses?
I've been noticing.
Yeah.
It's just a little crooked.
Yeah. It's like, what am I, all of a sudden, glasses all day at work?
Why do we give a fuck about people?
I don't know. Insecurities, man. I don't know. Fear of what other people think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we do about that?
There's
millions
of books on it, I'm sure.
Probably. Yeah, but there's like a limit to where that has to like end, because if you can become. I was talking to a friend about this the other day actually, because they were saying that they have a weak threshold for stress. And we started a conversation about like when they get stressed out,
they flip.
They lose their shit. Like they can't handle stress.
Yeah.
To this point, this is where it gets like, there's a difference between stress and crazy, right? Like dealing with stress and just you're loony.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're loony. You should get on something.
Like some kind of progress or something.
Program.
Some kind of pill.
Yeah. You might need some help.
Yeah.
Because they're like, my threshold is so, like, I've noticed this about them. If I make a plan, like a spontaneous plan,
they freak out.
They're like, well,
I can't.
We didn't say we were doing that.
Oh.
And I was like, no shit. That's what makes it spontaneous.
Yeah. Sounds like a friend of yours that I know.
Yeah, it is. And they're
you
just,
actually mimicked him perfectly.
Yeah, and they're like, no, but I can't do that.
I know exactly who you're
talking. Like, yeah, but they're only playing tonight.
Yeah.
They can't
Gotta go.
play. And I just saw it.
Yeah.
Well, you should have saw it last week, and I would have made a bit. You have anything to do? No. So why can't you go? Because I wasn't planning that.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
It's out of their
number one
comfort zone.
We're never talking again about a plan.
Yeah.
Which means we won't see each other for a bit.
Yep.
Right? Number two, I think you need to cut some of the substances you're using. Slow them down. Slow them down a bit.
Yeah.
I think there's an issue here.
So I think the issue is when, yes.
But wait, I went off topic. Let me just finish
Fear.
That. Yeah. Well, yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. You want me to talk?
I got bad reception.
And maybe bring it up. I think the issue here, and this is perfectly what you said, is it becomes a problem when it paralyzes you.
Yes, like anything else.
Like anything else.
Anything else.
So you can have a fear or insecurity of what other people think of you,
right.
But do you stop being you because of that fear?
Right. And how much of you is really even you that you know?
Right, because you've been operating on fear of other people.
Yeah, because you've been... Your whole life, slowly has been a progression of
doing things,
insecurities being adjusted, to like society and people you talk to.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah,
Who the fuck are you?
I know.
Who are you really?
I don't
if
think
you weren't around people.
I don't think anyone really knows who they are, even though they say they do.
But that's a weird thing because it doesn't. It's not just insecurities. It's also
so many different things.
It's also learning from other people and adjusting to society.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like if you grew up in the woods by yourself,
how you're raised, how you're. Yeah, I actually had this conversation with somebody. What would you be like if it were like one of those movies?
You mean like if you were Tarzan, kind of?
And you didn't grow up in society,
right? Well, you would obviously be an animal,
right?
You'd eat people's
well,
assholes out first. You'd eat people's ass first. That's what animals do.
That's what they do.
Yeah, we do it for fun. They do it.
No, but if you were out there, like
directly.
obviously, if you had parents and you were raised in the woods, but like at least your parents, wherever they came from or whatever they learned, they would be teaching you, right? So you would hunt, eat, fuck, dance. That's it.
The way he said "fuck," I thought like you cut it off, and I was like, did he just get cut off?
I was thinking all
by
the things you would do. You only do a few things. That's it. You would only do. What would you do?
Right.
Hunt.
You would need food.
Yeah.
You would have to hunt. You would have to, come or fuck
You would.
and sleep. Yeah, talking to
Well,
the mic.
sleep.
What's the matter? What kind of producer are you?
Yeah.
I'm the
of course.
producer.
Yeah. You would sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, sleep, fuck, eat. That's really the three things you need. Right. I mean, warmth. You need to, shelter,
Well, shelter, protection, right?
and then there's love. So there's like five, right?
Yeah.
Because how would you be without love? They say you could die without that, but is that just 'cause
Love from another person, or like love just you could just love. You might just feel love that way more being from from nature.
so you can give it to yourself by watching a flower grow?
I don't know.
I
I don't know if it's that.
I just love.
I don't know if it's
Look
that.
at it. Look at that.
I don't know if it's that simple.
You got
but
your dick sucked?
Look,
Yeah.
look at the flower.
Yeah.
Look at the flower.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's something that you can become accustomed to.
I mean, you're just giving yourself the essentials, and if you're providing those essentials for yourself, you're giving yourself love.
yeah. That's a weird thing. Like, where is the cutoff
Tarzan.
for where's the cutoff for the insecurities that create who you are
Yeah.
in society?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess as you get older, you get more accustomed and more, to yourself and to the
You
things you do.
More confident.
Yeah.
Hopefully you
Yeah.
gain confidence
That's it.
as you get older, have less insecurities.
Confidence is the one.
Yeah.
Is the key.
But is awareness of these things what is the mainspring?
Now, so that's a big part of it because
because if you're not aware of the things and you don't work on them, they get worse.
confidence.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before with picking up chicks.
Mhm.
Confidence is key.
Oh yeah.
I mean, without that, you're not getting laid.
mhm.
I mean, unless it's by just someone else who happened to have the same non-confidence as you.
Well, right.
And just like you met at some fucking library and you
And maybe that's
has to be that way for you.
yeah, and maybe it's supposed to be that way.
Maybe
for
it's
you.
good.
Yeah.
Have a
Mhm.
like a non-confidence kid and keep that happening.
But if you
Someone who
want to
can't
meet somebody,
figure out how to
and
get
you
off
don't-
the
but if
fucking
you-
exit.
But if you want to meet somebody and you don't do it because of a fear,
Yeah.
you're not doing something you want.
How many chances? How many things have you lost? All of the things that you possibly could have gained out of this life. You're only here one time.
Yeah.
Have you lost because you didn't have the confidence to
Or the
try and
fear.
achieve them?
There's probably a lot.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, it's probably
Right?
a lot, a big list. Sometimes.
Laziness, confidence.
Mhm. Or just a fear of like it might not work or something.
That's
might
the
not.
insecurity.
That's the insecurity. That's
Right.
the fear.
Just not trying it and then failing. Well, not achieving that or not
Yeah.
getting that.
Yeah.
We're hitting so many topics that go so deep into what creates a fucking human.
Oh yeah.
But the confidence thing is huge because the confidence comes from how you're being raised.
Mhm.
I mean, I think it's a big piece of what happens at home.
Yeah.
Because you're the first 5 to 10 years,
You're learning from.
if your parents
Yeah.
don't build you up,
Yeah.
you're not going to have confidence.
Mhm. Yeah, you're in trouble.
And that's going to start the threshold of your insecurities creating a person.
yes.
And that person
Mhm.
becomes either
Unless
someone like me or
a
you or
breakthrough.
someone like,
A breakthrough of some sort in any kind of fashion.
right.
You know.
Because at some point you just go, oh, no,
Yeah.
fuck it. I don't care what that
Yeah.
motherfucker said.
Yeah.
Or at some point you go, I'm not leaving my room for a while
Yeah.
because I can't believe they said that.
So I didn't really realize the things that I was doing as a kid, that I wasn't being myself. But like, that's why I'm like grateful that people that like, I did drugs
At a
to-
young age.
to combat like what was going on. Like
Oh, you
to-
learned a lot from it.
I learned a lot from getting sober. Is my
Right.
point is that then I
Right.
was brought into a place that showed some kind of self-awareness that brought me to another place that helped me learn, and I started looking for other things. And like, so you bring a place to have some kind of self-awareness to say like, oh, look what I've been doing, operating on fear or insecurities or anything, blah blah blah. But like, not everyone has that opportunity. But some people do get some kind of breakthrough where they oh, I need to find something and start meditating or seek help from somebody because of issues. It's almost like a real issue has to happen for you to go, oh, I got to do something.
Yeah.
I need change here.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like the same as like, some 13-year-old girl getting pregnant. You got to become a fucking adult today. Unless you're going to get rid of it. But
or
if you're
at least in
keeping
9 months.
right, exactly. But if you're keeping it today, you're becoming, you're now changing slowly and evolving into an independent woman, or trying to, create some sort of environment for this human that you're about to give birth to.
Yeah.
Right. That's what like. I have the same kind of thing. Like, you're saying it from getting sober. I'm saying it from actually doing drugs. Or experimenting early.
On like and expanding your mind on some level.
Expanding your mind and just having experiences that most people don't have at a young age.
That's true. Yeah.
Like the running away thing.
Yeah.
Alone in a bus for fucking 3 days, getting into getting put into a what do you call it? What do you call that? Not a halfway house, but what do you call that fucking where I got put into?
Oh, the kids of
the
Berkeley
institution.
County. Yeah, an institution.
And You're now on your own for a little bit without your parents. You're learning off of older people who have fucked up, who have succeeded, who are teaching, who have failed.
Yeah.
You're seeing all these things you don't get to see as a
regular
basic upbringing.
Yeah.
Right? Just if everything goes okay in your life, and your parents have a decent job, middle class, you're kindergarten, 3rd grade, 5th grade, high school, you graduate, go to college, and nothing really fucked up in between, then when you might experience some failure as an older person.
Yeah, and then not know what to do.
Not really have the experience or help because you're on your own.
Yeah.
So when you're young and you fail, you have a lot of help to kind of bring you back.
Yeah.
And you kind of learn from the experiences of failing again and getting brought back up.
Yeah.
What to do, what not to do.
Yeah. You got
And you also
got some school for that later in life thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to say when the teachers used to say that kid's going to be a failure, stay away from Amir because he's smoking weed or some shit, listening to heavy metal and stuff.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's going to be a failure. To the outside, people who aren't used to seeing a young kid in that direction, they might look like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But in my situation, I feel like that was a blessing in disguise in a sense, where it's like I learned a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I got to fuck up real young, where those kids who were looking down at me got to fuck up heavier drugs in college.
Yeah.
Waste all their parents' money.
Yeah.
Fuck up, do nothing, and have shitty nothing jobs now as an older person.
Yes.
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
Failure.
I partied. I hung out with some guys after the first time I got sober.
Yeah.
I hung out with these guys, and it's like right before I relapsed, And these guys would occasionally drink at bars.
Right.
So we're like 21, 22, we're like becoming 23 kind of thing. So these guys started that stuff and then got into little by little heavier stuff in their mid-20s.
Not good.
Right.
That's when when you're supposed to get a good job.
That's when you're supposed to like grow up, start to have that get to 28, 29 and start to grow up and change.
Yeah.
Like, as a person developing,
Yeah. Your evolution process where it's almost at its peak.
Some of these guys,
yeah,
they're now in their mid-40s and they're fucked up. And they can't get out of it.
Yeah. The last guy at the bar. Yeah. Not the last guy meaning it's like time to close and the lights are on and it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
The last guy meaning that guy when you walk into a bar that's by himself at the end of the bar.
Yeah.
That last one there.
Yeah.
The guy that's like,
he's got his spot. No one takes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one in every town.
Oh, yeah.
A couple.
And there's one in every bar pretty much.
Yeah.
There's,
Fuck.
So, yeah, it happens. Yeah, I think earlier, and hopefully you're exposed to some kind of like someone's around you to try to help you, because then you get exposed to getting help when you're young,
Yeah, and some of those insecure people can maybe they had a decent upbringing and were fine.
Yeah.
And they were secure with themselves and, used to not give a fuck if someone
Yeah.
made fun of them or whatever. And then something bad happened at a later age and they crashed.
Mhm.
That's a weird thing, too, that can happen,
Yeah.
too, because, something just, with that saying, well, like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Some people don't have that ability to get back up.
Yeah.
After a couple big hits.
Mhm.
They just like stay down.
Yeah.
And you could have been fine. Like, some of those, I always wonder when I see a bum, like, what happened?
I know. The series of events that brought him there.
Yeah. That was a normal guy at one point.
Oh, definitely.
Not all of them, but there's some of those
Yeah,
guys are.
some might have been mental illness,
Yeah.
different things like that. But yeah, a lot of them they're alcoholics and lost everything.
Right.
And they're on the street
Alcoholics or just mental
now.
illness.
And didn't want to stop drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's funny, the other day.
A lot of those guys sitting on the street had wives, kids. They got kids. They got wives. They got,
Right.
They stuff. They got
just
stuff.
broke down.
Yep. Yeah.
Couple too many. Maybe like stockbrokers that lost their shit, mental
Could
breakdown,
be
like I
so
fucked
many.
everything up.
Yeah.
There's the guy that jumps off the fucking building
Yeah.
because he lost all the money.
Yep.
And there's the guy that just has a mental breakdown.
Yeah. Or drinks it, or tries to drink it away, or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's dangerous, man. Like
Yeah.
that's a scary place to be.
Yeah.
You ever feel your brain shake? Yeah, like, you ever have like a really, really stressful moment where you're like, I gotta try to calm myself here.
No, but I thought my brain was gonna blow out the back of my head once.
Why you had a gun to your mouth?
No, I metaphorically I did, but yeah, I was just so messed up and high
Yeah.
that I was convinced that in 10 seconds my brain was gonna blow out the back of my head.
Like I'm gonna have a breakdown.
No, my brain was going to actually blow out.
Well,
the
you had
back
that
of my
vision
brain.
because you were on some fucking crazy drugs, right?
Yeah, but I thought because everything was crashing down on me that this thing was gonna explode. It was bad. Yeah, it was just a bad combination of a bunch of things and didn't go well for my brain.
You know when you eat popcorn?
But I wasn't coherent enough to tell people. I was telling people around me.
Oh, really?
Oh, someone call the ambulance because in 10 seconds my brain's gonna blow out in the back of my head. 9, 8, 7, 6, and then I could never get to like 3 or 4 because it would like, oh wait, it's not gonna happen.
I'm good.
Yeah, and then it happened again.
Right.
Because my head I would start thinking. And I'm like, oh my God, no, it is going to blow out the back of my head in 10, 9, 8, 7. Somebody call the ambulance. And then everybody's like looking at me like, Kevin's flipping out.
Kevin's losing his shit.
Yeah, he's flipping.
Yeah, but you're having like a drug panic.
Oh, of course,
like
it's
a
a
drug
drug
panic.
I know.
I'm saying totally
No, I know
sober.
what you mean. Yeah, I just thought of that.
Totally
when you were-
sober, overload of stress, overload of your to-do list is like
Yeah.
hasn't been completed in such a long time where it's like this balloon is gonna explode.
Mm.
I always tell people that are stressed out, just talk about it, man. Don't hold it in.
No, yeah, you just got to.
Just talk to me.
You should.
Whatever the fuck, it doesn't have to be me, but whatever. Just
Yeah.
talk.
It is good to do that.
You have to
Throw
talk.
it out at somebody for sure.
You know when you have popcorn
You got that going on right now.
and
Can't get to it.
you get that one fucking little thin
Yeah,
piece
it's
that's
the
like
outside
between
of
your
the,
gum and your
yeah,
tooth.
it's like the casing of the. Yeah.
I got something like
Is
that.
it between the tooth or sometimes it's
It's
jammed
in the
the
gum.
gum? In
Yeah.
the gum next to the tooth,
Uh-huh.
and you can't get it
And
out.
it's in the back far on the left.
Where the tongue won't. Yeah.
There's nothing to pull
Mhm.
it out.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll eventually come out though.
Uh-huh.
You know, history tells you this. You get that out eventually.
I know it's going to
Yeah.
happen.
A good brush of the teeth will do it too. But you can't right now.
Well, I mean, I could.
You could, but you know what I mean.
We could show people
you're
proper ways to brush your teeth.
That's right. We got video on that.
We could do like how to brush your teeth
Yeah.
properly. I tried one of those automatic toothbrushes the other day, like those super butt. Like,
yeah.
hated it.
Oh, no good. I like to be in control of that.
me too.
Yeah.
I found myself. First of all, I found myself actually brushing with this thing that's going.
Yeah, you still. Yeah,
I'm still doing it.
No, so
It's so stupid. And then it was just buzzing. Like,
Are you just supposed to move it around? Is that what you're supposed to do?
I can't do that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a whole new adjustment.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I will tell you this though. It was interesting because I had this experience, and I went snowboarding in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. I haven't done it in a couple years, but like I love to do it. And the last time I went was like
Keep the
3
camera off of me for 1 second. I'm trying to.
I was trying to. So I went snowboarding and I had a really great time. And like, it just kind of, it hits me when I go out there sometimes. Like I do get this feeling like I fucked up.
Fucked up.
I fucked up. Like
Oh,
I fucked
because
up.
you
because I love snowboarding so much.
feel like you
that
could
I'm
have
like,
done better.
I could have, like, when I was fucking, no, when I was 21, 22, and I started snowboarding, I should have fucking hitchhiked down Route 80 and moved out west. Like, you know, where the powder is, and like lived the snowboard life. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I would have been a professional, but I'm just saying, like, I could have, like, I just feel like I fucked up.
You might have been able to.
And then I see these guys, like, living their life like that, like, don't care, like, you know, little
like
car.
surfers.
Just like surfers. They got a little car. They don't care as long as they snowboard all summer. They
get in there and
snowboard
get
all
some time
winter
on the mountain.
Right, and they just like, and their life is adjusted to that. They live in the wilderness. They tent. They camp.
They don't need shit.
They don't need shit. And I'm like, fuck. So I like leave and I come home.
Right.
But then there's like that space of like August and September, October kind of, and then snowboarding starts again. So I have a 3-month period.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, what do I do now? You know, and I didn't have anything going on, and I now I like wake surf and I wakeboard in the summer and like do stuff. But like then I was like kind of in that mode. Like I hate summer. I don't really like going to the beach. It's too hot. I'd rather stay in the air condition. So like when I got home from this trip, I kind of just like, I sat around like when I didn't have my children, just like waiting to pick them up. And on my days off, I just started watching a lot of TV. Like, it's too hot. I don't want to do something. Like, it's too hot. I don't want to do something. Next day would come. Like, I'll do something Thursday. And like, then it's too hot out. And before I knew it, I spent a lot of time on my couch.
So what? You brushed up on like some
No.
shows? Or something?
No, this is what happened to me. I got depressed.
Oh, of course.
But the interesting part was, first thing was, what's happening to me right now? I feel weird.
Yeah.
Like I felt weird, and I didn't know what it was. But like we were talking about, and what I'm grateful for is the path that I had. I was able to, no doctors, no talking to anybody. I was able to identify. My eyes lit up one day, and I go, I'm depressed. This is what depression feels. I never suffered from depression.
Right.
I've had moments where I'm sad and like, you know, extremely sad, extremely stressed out, extremely fearful, like all these other things. But this was a depression that set in that could not go away.
Right.
I carried it now to work everywhere I went, no matter where I was going. I wasn't even happy doing like my normal day-to-day things. And I was like, holy shit, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
But I was like, I did it to myself.
You did. And so what'd you do?
I started doing shit.
Like?
Whatever.
Anything.
Pull my yoga mat out, stretch, do a couple push-ups, grab my fucking laundry, and go do my laundry.
Yeah.
And
Get
come
something done.
Get something done.
You got to do something.
And that's what I did.
It's
and
that
I realized
simple.
it is.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
When you got a friend.
That's all I did. I
Fuck.
did such simple things in the beginning, and then it turned into a lot of good things.
I got a friend that I call him way too often and hear him waking up in the daytime. And it fucking depresses me to hear that.
To hear that he
How
just slept.
fucking bad
That he just
are
slept.
you?
Yeah.
And it's like after a while, you can't even say anything about it because now it's like I'm taunting him.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that because then you become an enemy.
Yeah.
But you know, I throw in little jabs like, sounds like you're sleeping. Are you sleeping?
Yeah. And so what the crazy part is these people don't realize they're depressed.
Well, some do, and that's even scarier because they don't do shit about it.
Well,
You know that they are.
they know that they are
Yeah.
too. Some don't.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Yeah.
I know. They just don't realize what's going on.
But
they
if they
think,
do, that sucks.
yeah,
It's almost better that you don't know that you're depressed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
At least you could
Ignorance
just
is
be like
fucking-
bliss. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm tired. I'm just tired all the time. Maybe I have, whatever, but you don't
Yeah.
want to go to a doctor or
Yeah,
anything
but-
like that.
Yeah, you maybe got Lyme's.
Yeah, right. You got
Hopefully,
Lyme disease.
hopefully you got Lyme.
Hopefully, it's Lyme's disease. I mean, really.
You can't be that fucking dumb.
You can't.
It's Lyme's.
Yeah. So I just did little, and you know what? I got undepressed.
Right away.
And now I don't do that in the summer. Ever since that, 3 years ago,
No, that's got to be horrible.
I am active in the
Yeah.
summer. And if I can't go somewhere or go out or go on my friend's boat or do something, I'm doing yoga or push-ups or sit-ups or something, or like get out and go and like,
Yeah.
and then I can enjoy that. Hey, today it's raining out. I'm gonna fucking sleep on the couch. and watch TV all day until I gotta go do something,
Right.
and it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, it's
I get a
actually-
little lazy, like, oh shit, it's the afternoon. I'm like, wow,
But
I
that's
just ruined
actually
that day.
relaxing.
But it's relaxing, and I get to rest.
See,
and
that's
it's not a
called
big deal.
That's called relaxing.
That's called relaxing.
Yeah.
I know.
That's actually
actual-
like
Good sometimes.
a good thing to sometimes do
Yeah.
when you need it.
Yeah, but I turned that, hey, I'm gonna relax. Now that I went snowboarding,
Yeah.
that escalated into depression because I just kept telling myself it's okay to relax.
Yeah, I forget who told me this, or I heard it somewhere. Like, laying in bed as an older man, middle of the day, feel like a loser.
Mm.
But nothing makes you feel better than laying in bed in the middle of the day with your son.
Oh,
What'd you think? I'm fucking him.
what you were trying to say?
Laying in
It
bed,
kinda-
fucking your son in the middle of the day.
It's great.
Laying in bed with your
Yeah,
son,
yeah.
just having that moment,
Right,
or
it
your
is.
daughter, whatever, your
Yes.
kids.
Yes,
It's great.
it is.
You don't feel like a loser.
No,
Laying in bed in the middle of the day,
by yourself.
doing nothing,
Yeah,
you kind of feel like a bum.
you feel like yeah.
But there are times when you actually need to rest. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, But anyway, I don't know what to do about certain situations like that when you have friends that are just like, you don't know how to help. There's only so much you can do for someone.
Well, you do know how to help them, and you probably offer the help, but it's up to them.
Yeah, I've done it a million times, and it becomes a thing that I feel like I'm being an asshole. I'm saying the same thing over and over again, and it's just
Other than going there, but you got shit to do.
Of course,
You
everyone
can't
has
go there
their
and
life.
pick them up and drag them out of the house
It
because
won't-
that would help on some level. If you were able to do that every day and it got them out, it might rejuvenate them and say, hey, I'd like to be outside and I'd like to wake up now because Amir has been coming by and taking me somewhere, even if it was just lunch outside
Well,
somewhere.
what am I doing?
But then you're neglecting your responsibilities.
I gotta do shit
I know,
too, man.
I know.
The least I
Yeah.
can do. Well, look, you make the call, you talk about what you can possibly do. I try to help in any way that I feel might be helpful, in a sense where, like, I kind of know what you're doing in your life, so here's maybe a way to, get a little bit better at what you're doing. Here's an idea. I think it's good. I would probably do this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I've even done it in my own business and it worked for me.
Yeah.
How about try to do it for yours?
Yeah.
And if they don't do it and they just refuse to kind of try and make any effort, there's nothing you can do. But it's sad to see someone you know very well just kind of waste away.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it.
Terrible.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it is. And maybe that's all part of what we were just talking about, like that whole insecurity thing and
Yeah.
failing a few times and not be not able
giving
to.
in to those things is
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
Can't give in.
And you never know what that is.
Yeah.
You don't know what that insecurity is because that might be a secret too. Like some people might have such insecurities that it's a secret.
Yeah. This
You
is
know?
true.
Like I feel when that person looked at me a certain way, I think that they might have read into that thing I'm hiding.
Mm.
I don't want to see them again.
Right.
Which is nothing like what you might have thought.
Right.
But they're like, oh, I gotta fucking hide away
Yeah.
here. Like they're seeing it. They're seeing
Yeah.
it.
Some
I'm
people
seeing
have
my
a phobia of
secret.
going outside.
Yeah, well, panophobes is like a panophobe is someone who's like afraid of everything or like
Oh, all of
a
it.
fear of everything.
Oh.
It's all of it. I don't know what the fuck that could be.
They put labels on every.
I
There's
know.
a phobia for everything. Like
Yeah.
every little thing.
for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? When you make that phobia, now you just gave an in for some
You
asshole.
gave
to
an
just
in
fucking-
for
yeah,
someone
yeah,
to
yeah.
be
That's
like,
what I got. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got that. I can't see lighters. Can't see them. If I see a lighter,
People. That's
place is gonna burn.
dude. If you Google that, there's a fear of lighters.
Gotta be.
And they have like it's called flickophobia.
just go up to a person in the
And
mall
go
and be like,
click, 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 click. Yeah, flickophobia, man.
yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Flickophobia.
What is that? The little dish? You got the little the party dish.
Well, this is a
Party dish.
like a nice. You know what? My grandmother used to have the greatest ashtrays. She's a smoker
Yeah.
for 42 years.
Yeah.
She was a smoker, and she quit because of me.
Oh.
Because one day she gave me a hug and I was like, "Ugh," and
Ew,
my
you smell
mother's
like
like,
smoke.
"What are you doing?" I was like, "She smells,"
Yeah.
and she
Wow.
told her, and that day she quit.
Oh.
42 fucking years.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's awesome.
fucking quit.
That's awesome.
Done.
But you can't get your friend undepressed though.
Can't get him out of bed.
Can't get him out of bed. But your
So my
grandma
point is,
quit
I like-
smoking.
I think because, well, I mean, I smoke weed and shit, but so I like ashtrays, but I think I think I have a thing for ashtrays
Yeah, me
because
too.
my grandmother had great old ashtrays like Formica
Yeah.
glass,
Yeah.
like the thick green glass ones
Love
with
those.
the with the fucking
I have
cave-
a couple. I have a couple cool ashtrays. And
Yeah.
I use them for like incense.
Yeah.
Or clean them out and like people come over, you throw like peanuts in there or whatever. Like
yeah,
you know,
whatever.
something.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're cool looking.
But I also collected for a little bit, just to have a few of them. Old school standing ashtrays.
Right.
Yeah. So I have one from like maybe the 70s.
Yeah, that's
and
what
then
she used to have.
And then I got one from like, I don't know what it is, but it's metal, dude, and it's like pretty ornate and stuff. And I don't know the date of it, but it's pretty serious old ashtray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to like some of those what do you call that? Like the weed stores in the city now, or whatever you want to call them. Not the weed stores,
Head
but
shop
like
or-
head shop and something.
Now they call them dispensaries if it's legal, but
well, no,
yeah.
it's not a dispensary, but I guess the head shop,
Head
right?
shop. Yeah, yeah.
They have all kinds of accessories, and
Yeah.
the cool ones in the city have like really awesome ashtrays. You walk in there, they're like big ones for cigars and shit, and
Yeah.
fucking like
Mhm.
all these kind of little compartments for things, and your lighter can sit in it, and all
Right.
these cool fucking
Yeah, that's
glass
cool.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that kind of shit. So
Hmm.
I always end up putting shit in there because I really don't want to let it fill up with, you know,
Ashes.
ashes and let it like someone bumps into it. It's like poof.
Oh, the worst.
Ah,
Yeah.
I don't want to mess like that.
Someone just gave me.
So I use like this little one when we smoke,
Oh,
you know, but
just to knock off the.
just to like
Pipe
you
in it
know
or
if you're
something,
gonna
yeah.
smoke something. But this one is just for kind of little knick-knack patty wax.
We should have a cigar show once and smoke cigars while we.
The only problem with that, we could do it outside.
Oh, not in here.
And it
yeah.
just sucks to
It
you know.
smells in here.
Yeah, the next place will have a
Ventilation.
filtration system
Oh,
of some kind because
sick.
I don't want to have. The problem is when my family comes over and we're playing music down here, like sometimes I'll have just people over for like a fight or something.
Yeah, and then you shoot down in between fights. Yeah. I've
yeah,
seen,
and
I've
we'll
seen.
smoke or
Mhm.
something, and then I feel like an asshole because the upstairs smells like weed.
Oh.
And I'm like, you know, just out of respect, like no one else needs to smell the fucking whole house up with. They don't have to smell the weed.
Yeah.
You know. Plus, when there's kids, people bring over kids.
Yeah.
Then it gets really weird.
Yeah.
You know. So now we've been going outside and like walking around, or
Yeah.
there's those other things with the oils and shit. You could do
Yeah.
that.
Pens and things and.
Yeah. But I like smoking joints.
You do.
I do.
Hmm.
Even though I know it's not as healthy, it's something about the ritual of
Rolling it.
rolling it, smoking it, inhaling the smoke
Yeah.
feels better to me. And I don't think there's anyone that would argue it's not as good of like it's the high is better than anything else
Mm.
because it's real smoke.
Mm.
You get high off those pens. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
At a concert, it's great.
Yeah.
You know, but I've been bringing real joints.
My friend has a vape, but it's a dry vape. So you actually pack weed in it,
so it's not vape.
and then you hit
It's
a button.
bullshit.
You don't need a lighter. You don't
yeah,
need a lighter.
That's all it is. I don't need a lighter machine.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's not a vape.
It's a fear of no
No,
lighters.
because a vape is supposed to heat up the actual the weed
Mm.
and not burn it
Mm.
and just take out the
Oh yeah.
vapor or
Mm.
whatever. You know, that's probably not a good analogy of what's happening, but you inhale just the vapor. You don't actually burn it and get
This
the
thing that's
toxins of
left.
the.
This thing that's left in there doesn't look like ashes. It's almost like it.
Well, from
Sorta.
what you're saying,
Yeah.
if it gets red and like hot in there, like a little coil,
Yeah.
which is
it's-
what most of those
it's
vapes
a
are,
non-lighter.
it's not
Yeah.
really a vape machine. It's not what people are considering the healthy way to smoke.
Yeah.
There's a thing that actually just heats it up enough that the THC kind of
Yeah.
lifts out of the
That I've
fucking
seen.
plant, and you inhale like a vape, like the vapor.
Yeah, I
of
had a
it.
friend who had a real old school vaporizer. It's like a machine.
It's yeah.
Yeah, it's a machine with a tube, and
Uh-huh.
and it really was what it did, and that's supposedly the most healthy way to
Right.
ingest THC.
Right. It looks like something you'd see in your doctor's office.
If you're
like
gonna smoke. If
check your lungs out.
Right, it was like a serious machine. It made noise and shit. It was like on the
Right.
fucking, you weren't like bringing that
To
on
a show.
to a show or on a chairlift, chairlift like when you're snowboarding. That wasn't happening. This thing was plugged into the wall. It It was plugged into the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I know.
You couldn't even battery operate.
Yeah, I
It was,
tried it. I
serious.
got something when all that shit started coming out,
Yeah.
and it works. You get high, but it's just like
Not the same.
you just feel like even when I eat an
Cookie?
edible,
Yeah.
I still smoke.
Oh yeah.
It's not like I'm good now.
Yeah. But
I'm
2
only
hours
good-
later, you're stop smoking because you're good. No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, you definitely are. But I still feel like I
Need
take
to
hits
do
in
that.
between.
Yeah. So why eat?
Why
Right.
eat the?
Yeah,
the-
I'm saying so. Then why eat the edible?
Well, because
I'm
it's a
saying I'm asking
different-
you if do you
it's a
feel that
different
way?
high.
Yeah.
No, it's a different high.
It is the body.
It's a body high. It's like some people say it's like semi hallucinogenic or so.
Yeah,
but
it could be.
I
if,
don't
if
really
they're
feel
powerful.
that.
If they're
Well,
powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to talk myself off a ledge a few times on those
Yeah.
things, like where it's like, dude,
Hold
on a
I got a
second.
fear of everything. I got panophobia.
okay, yeah, I got flickophobia
Yeah, I
going
got-
on here. Yeah,
Yo, stop flicking ashtray flag. Stop flicking that shit.
yeah, yeah. It's it's funny you say that. It's really that simple to get yourself out of a fucking funk. Just
Yeah.
to do something
Do
productive.
anything.
Just go do something productive. But
You know,
some
if you
people,
clean,
that's productive.
and it makes you feel good
Hell yeah.
because it's an accomplishment, and then it's also I feel like a self-love thing. The stuff around you's clean.
Yeah.
So you're honoring or giving love to something by cleaning it.
And it's not only that. In the back of your head, you know you need to do it,
Yeah.
but it
You-
lingers so far back,
Awful.
and there's other things that are ahead of it
Yeah.
that it's almost subconscious, and you don't realize that that is,
Yeah.
in fact, part of the swell of this balloon.
Oh,
There are little things. So there's this book, Getting Things Done. I forget the guy's name,
Mm.
Alan something. I have it somewhere up here, and basically helps you organize your life and get things done, and make a to-do list. And what I got out of this thing
David
is
Allen?
what's that?
David Allen?
David Allen, yeah. And what I got out of this thing is, and I use it. I mean, I made to-do lists in my office that everyone has on their desk and they have to use, and it's basically a to-do list prioritized
Yeah.
into 4 sections.
Of importance.
Yeah,
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mhm.
This number 1 is obviously the most, and number 4 is the least.
Yep.
We need some staples in the office. That's 4.
Yeah.
Someone's about to cancel a big job, and I
We
got to
got
call them and save the day.
That's-
Number 1,
yeah.
call me right away.
Yeah.
And that's how you basically prioritize
Yeah.
your whole entire life. Now, if you don't have a business and you just have a job and you work for someone, but you have all these things, you always have things to do.
Dude, laundry, cleaning,
All of these
food
things.
shopping. I mean,
Get it down on a list
Yeah.
and get it off
Mhm.
your head.
Yeah.
And check them off as you do it. And every single day, rip that page out
Yep.
out of the thing and reorganize it. Get the ones you did off; they're gone.
Yeah.
And leave the next ones that you have to do that you didn't get
Yep.
to on that
and they'll
list.
get done too.
And
yeah.
keep organizing.
Yep.
And your fucking stress level goes down because
Yeah.
you're getting things done.
Yeah.
And if you do that and you make it a point to do it every day and you make it a habit in your life,
Mhm.
you will feel better.
Yeah.
And you'll get the things done because you'll see that thing lingering. You'll be like,
Yeah.
dude, I gotta fucking call this person.
Yeah.
Been meaning to tell them, get out of bed.
Get out of bed.
You know, whatever
That's
it
on
is.
number 1 on the list.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Get that friend out of bed.
Just next, write that
He's
down.
on that list every day.
He's on that list
though.
every day. Every day. It's like the date. It's like the date. Yeah. But I love that thing. It helps me. I'm not always 100% with it, but I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it great when you don't have a list?
It's impossible.
No, but I mean, like, it's sort of
Even
impossible.
a billionaire has a list.
No, but I mean, you just like, I don't really have to do anything today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like I don't really have to
Yeah.
I could, that's because I have a list, but the list is like, that's going to get done tomorrow because I really wasn't going that way because I can't get to that store yet. You know what I mean? Like,
And
whatever
what's
it is.
funny? Like the first thing I think of when you say that, like what can that be for me?
A
Is
Sunday.
just not have bills.
Oh.
Right?
I've
Like
paid
if-
all the bills.
Yeah, like I'm going away in September.
Yeah.
And I hate going away if we're a little slow
Oh,
and there's a fuckload of bills.
yeah.
Because I lay on the beach and I go,
What am
are
I
you-
doing
What
here?"
are you doing?
What are you doing
But I
relaxing?
just fucking worked for the whole fucking summer nonstop.
Yeah.
I mean, you do deserve it, but you can't help but
Yeah.
go, why am I here? I should
Why?
be fucking busting my
Yeah.
ass somewhere so I don't have these bills.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'd like to do is clear that up,
Yeah.
and just deal with whatever.
Where are you
is
going?
left. Miami.
Nice.
Yeah, we're just all going and hanging out for 4 nights.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean it's
South Beach? Not really.
it is
Sorta-ish.
it is, but I'm a little bit away from
You
it.
don't need to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess technically it is South Beach,
But it's like not in the.
But
in
it's
the
not
action,
like-
action.
yeah, it's 10 blocks away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still on the beach. The
Mhm.
hotel it's called the Miami Edition or something. It's like
Mm.
a nice hotel.
Yeah.
And it's right on the sand, so it's
Perfect.
perfect.
Yep.
And it's a little bit away from the riffraff.
Mm.
If you want that, just walk down a few blocks. It's
It's
right there.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll walk there. There's restaurants and everything else.
Yeah.
But I just want to hang out, relax, get
Eat
fucking
some
drunk,
Cuban food.
get drunk.
Yeah.
Not be able to do anything.
Not be
Honey,
able to
can
walk.
Can you help with the kids? I can't.
I can't walk right now.
Can't do it. You don't want me to hold her right now. No, but I'm not saying I'm going to go get wasted, but
No, I know what
you want to
mean.
relax like that day that you laid around and you don't actually feel bad.
Yeah. It's
I
great.
fucking worked the whole summer
That's
now,
what
so you know what?
vacation is.
We go hang out for 4 days.
It's vacation.
Yeah.
Relaxation.
It's hard
supposed to be.
sometimes to understand that you deserve it.
Yeah.
I get weird with it. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to go away for too long. I start getting antsy.
stuff where you are.
Huh? Ooh, what?
I think not only was I yawning, I gave up because I was yawning because I didn't want it to sound weird. Yawning like that.
Yeah.
Like I just was
Yeah.
like, "No, where am I?" Let me finish the yawn, and I'll say that again. You still have people doing stuff for you while you're on vacation.
Oh, business is still
Yeah,
running.
yeah, it does still
Yeah.
go, so that's good. And
Yeah.
they got to-do lists,
Of course.
so you're good.
Yeah.
You get to relax.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still take some calls and things. They're gonna have to call me for things, but
Yeah.
it's nice to take a phone call, with some seagulls in the background.
Yeah.
Sipping on something.
I have a friend who I'm off on Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
In the winter, I snowboard both those days, especially when the local mountains open.
Yeah.
I'm there every Monday and Thursday.
I thought of you. I was there the other day.
Yeah, at Mountain Creek.
I was right there.
Yeah, right in Vernon.
I was in Vernon,
Yeah.
and I saw Mountain Creek.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is where Kevin hangs out.
I have a friend that meets me there every Monday and Thursday. He's working.
What do you mean he's working?
He's working.
Oh, that's it? Can't do it now?
No, he's working when he meets me every Monday and Thursday.
Oh.
He takes phone calls and he's like, shh, and up the chairlift and conducts business, and
Right.
then comes up with some thing if he gets to the top and
Yeah.
he has to get off the chairlift.
Right.
Well, I'm out in the field right now, so I gotta I got my hands tied. So I'll email you that like I said, and I'll get back to you in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And we're like on the chairlift
I think I know
together.
which friend you're talking about.
Yeah. So
Does he ride a one-wheel
Yeah.
skateboard?
Well, a couple of mine do, but you did meet him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you know what? I looked at that thing the other day and I was like, I should get that.
Mm.
Stop being a fucking pussy and get one.
Be careful.
Well, of course.
My friend just got hospitalized.
Oh.
Yeah, from a one wheel. I don't know if it's the
No,
one
you
wheel's
know,
fault.
Fuck that thing.
I don't know if it's the one wheel's fault.
Fuck that thing.
But
He got too crazy. What'd he do?
dude,
Tried
they
to-
put him in step down. They almost put him in ICU.
Whoa.
I was like, wait a minute. Is it really something happened? Like it was like, oh, so and so's got knocked unconscious. He's in the hospital. I was like, okay.
ICU is not always as bad as you think.
No.
It's just a hospital's way of making some serious money real quick.
Yeah, that's true. man.
They're like, oh, I think it's really bad.
Yeah.
2 days later, you're fine.
But he did have a part. He hemorrhaged his brain a little bit. He had a bleed.
Oh.
But it stopped.
Okay.
He broke bones.
They had to watch it. So
Not only did he break his nose and bones around his eye, a bone behind his eye.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
What
it
was
cracked.
it? Pebble?
Smashed his face onto the cement. Yeah, and his eye was.
You always say cement?
No, I said it for this just for tonight. I do not. I do not. Cement.
Like, some people like have a thing that they just say.
And it says it like the wrong
Like,
way.
yeah, like you got friends that are American Italian, but when it comes to saying, Parmigiana,
Yeah.
yeah, everything else is, the tomatoes,
Yeah,
bread,
and then Parmesan.
pasta.
Yeah.
Nope, even pasta is just pasta.
Yeah.
But let me get some Parmigiana on that
Yeah,
shit.
right. Or
Fuck outta here.
mozzarella.
Yeah, what the fuck out of here? Where are you from?
Yeah.
You're from here,
Yeah.
right? I can say hummus because I'm from fucking Israel.
Right.
If you're not, you say hummus.
Yeah. Hummus. Yeah.
No American should say,
Yeah.
let me get some hummus.
And is it a gyro?
That's, I guess, what they call it.
It's a gyro, right?
It's a gyro, yeah.
I say to people, I'm like, yeah, let me get a gyro. And they're like, you want a gyro? I'm like, no, I want a gyro.
Oh, that's a real good gyro.
Yeah. A gyro.
A gyro is a real good gyro.
It's a real good gyro. But that's not how you're supposed to pronounce that word, right?
Yeah, I don't
Where
know.
it's from?
If we start pronouncing everything the way everyone's
Oh.
supposed to pronounce it, we're
Yeah.
going to fucking sound like maniacs.
Yeah.
You know? Let me get a gyro with
So
some
I
parmesan.
met a friend who has no accent whatsoever. You know what I mean? No anything, and I was meeting him for the first time, and I met him a couple times, whatever, and they were
Yeah.
like, oh, so-and-so, and this is Alejandro, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, hey, what's up? This and that. And then someone was like, oh, yeah, have you ever met Alejandro? Yeah, yeah. And then I was like, at some point I was like, yeah, Alexander, and then, like, he's like, what? That's not my name. I'm like, oh, it's not one of those words you pronounce because of where you're from and you change it, but we don't?
Right,
Like,
right.
and he goes, no, it's spelled Aloj, like Alejandro.
Oh, my God.
So you have to say Alejandro to him.
Right. Well, it is.
He's
his
an
name.
American,
Well, yeah. Well, it's his name.
and I have to act like I got an accent when I say his name.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I remember I was like in, I want to say, it might have been kindergarten.
Yeah.
Right. I still remember this because I was, it wasn't far from like one of those days where I put a twig in my pee hole. So like I remember like that part of my life.
You know that it was a very important part of your life.
It was.
Yeah. You
Like,
know that. Yeah.
Once you put a twig in your pee hole,
You kind of got to gauge.
all days around it
Yeah.
are in
yeah.
the same
They're
kind
like,
of.
oh yeah, that was the certain grade. I remember my teacher all
Yes.
of a sudden. You remember the
Everybody.
principal of the school that year.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah, all these memories just kind of.
Yeah, kind of have a
Remember that
date
time.
to latch onto.
Nothing
Yeah,
before it,
yeah.
nothing after it,
Yeah.
but pee hole, yeah, I got a 5-day span there
Yeah,
where I
know
remember
exactly.
everything.
Oh, I remember the days, like if it was sunny or rainy.
Yeah.
Like, you know everything that day.
So the girl that I did that with,
Mhm.
who I think it was her, I'm pretty sure it was her.
You're disproving your.
No, I know. But I just don't want. I'm also thinking like, shit, who am I ratting out? This is fucking 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, her name was Michal, right?
No accent. Yeah,
But in
no.
school,
Yeah.
the teacher introduced her as Michelle,
No,
and she's
And
like,
that's
no,
that's not my name.
Michal.
Michal.
Now, not Michal, Michal.
Michal.
It was like a thing where she was like, no. She was like,
Oh, so if you said Michal.
try it with me.
Oh,
Michal.
Chal. You had to chal.
Yeah.
Michal.
Yeah. When someone tried, I remember, like, I still remember being in this class, like, look at this asshole.
You're like, I can't handle this. I'm
Just
sticking a twig
fucking
in my
go with
penis.
Michelle.
I'm sticking a.
Just gonna-
I can't take it. I can't take this anymore.
Maybe that's why I put a twig in my pee.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
This girl was so annoying, man. Oh my God. She just would not let up.
Because the teacher thought, like, it's just their accent.
Well, this
But
goes
this is
back
how
30
you
years.
spell. Is
Yeah.
it spelled like Michelle? No,
I
there's
don't
an
remember.
H in. There's like a. Wait, oh no, there is an H in Michelle.
Who the fuck remembers that one?
Wow.
But it was Michal, and she would not let up, and she had to like teach the teacher how to say the word.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it's funny because whenever someone says to me, "Hey, teach me something in Hebrew,"
Yeah.
Or maybe like, or
Oh, you're
or
constantly doing the throat, like you.
I'm doing the
Yeah, and
and that's how I teach them.
Yeah.
I go, you can't say hummus,
Yeah.
and they go hummus. I go, no, hummus.
Homos.
You can't say that. I go, can you go? Now say hummus.
Homos.
Done. That's how I teach everybody.
That's great.
You know how
Yeah.
you do that?
Yeah.
Well, not just the part, just go hummus. Just use the end of the.
And it works.
It works every
You
time.
You should be a language teacher.
Yeah.
You'll be sitting there sticking twigs in your penis behind the desk.
Can't take these kids anymore.
I can't take it. Oh my God! But like some things you'll never adjust to.
No.
Yeah, like my friends were trying to. I have some friends there. They speak Farsi. They're from Iran, which now I say Iran because it's not Iran.
Right.
It's Iran.
Right.
Yeah, and I didn't know that.
See, you're
And I thought-
developing those. You're
And I thought
developing
they
some of that.
spoke Iranian. They don't. They speak Farsi. So I learned that.
Huh.
You know.
I just
But
did.
I said, "Oh, it'd be interesting to learn some of that." And the kid turned to me and he goes, "Oh, you'll never be able to learn now. You're too old." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "You know, a lot of languages you can learn language and you may get the accent right, but this is something that you need to be adjusting your vocal cords from an early age." And he goes, "I'll show you." And he said a word to me.
Got the word?
No, you did what you did.
Right.
Do this, make this sound. Here's the word. I could not say the word. I could. There was a specific. I could say some of them, but not this. He goes, there are some words you will never be able to get your throat. You would have to been doing it from a little kid.
Right.
And I could not get it. He goes, nope, that's not. I could tell. He would say it. I would say it. Two totally different. I couldn't get the thing going. Like
I tried to get my engineer to teach me something the other day. And he's like, I'm not even gonna bother.
oh, you're gonna.
Because he's where the fuck is he from? Shit. But whatever it is, he speaks Mandarin.
Oh yeah, Chinese Mandarin.
Well, yeah. And so when he said where he was from, I was like, oh, yeah, so you're Chinese? And he goes, you speak Chinese? And he goes, no, Mandarin.
Yeah, it's a different. There's a lot of
It's a
different
couple
dialects.
different dialects of that,
Yeah, a
right?
lot of
So
different- that's one of the main. Mandarin is one of the main, I think, maybe.
yeah, I guess that is a big one,
It
right?
is.
The main.
It's
Yeah.
the main.
And
Producer.
I was trying to. He said something when we said goodbye. Like he patted me on the shoulder and he said, "Wah-da-dang." And I was like, oh,
Teach me that.
teach me that.
Yeah.
I want to know how to say that when we leave next
yeah,
time.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, come on, man. I'm really like.
He
he's
wouldn't
like-
teach you?
And he just went, yeah. And he turned away and just walked away. And I was like, really? I was like, come on, man. He's like, I'm not bothering with that. He's like, he looked at me. He's like, there's no way you're gonna get it. I'm just leaving.
I'm out of here, dude.
I'm like, bullshit. I'm not gonna
he
get
left and stuck a twig in his penis. Except it was a little twig.
it. Yeah, really little. And I was like, come on, man. Like I was like, fuck, man. I learned some shit. I know.
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
pork fried rice.
Yeah.
I know some of it.
I'm surprised he didn't.
Those people don't want to teach you.
That might be true.
Yeah, but listen, I've been to enough Chinese restaurants,
That might be true.
and I've tried to
It might
have
be a
this-
stereotype, but there's some truth and validity to that.
I've tried to. I want to say, probably 5 times.
Hmm.
I've tried to have them teach me pork fried rice. Because when you
I
go,
thought it was pork fried rice.
no, when
Oh,
you go,
that's not what it is.
when you go, let me get pork fried rice. They go.
Yeah, yeah. And then you're like, whoa, I want to order that
Like-
right. I want to order like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I go, how do you say that? And they're like, what else you want?
They will not tell you.
No,
No.
not even. They're not. You're not going to even entertain that. I'm curious to know this. Not even a little.
Yeah.
Can you break out of this robotic fucking? They don't give a fuck.
No. I was in China. I was
One
in
more
Shanghai
chance.
Airport.
Next.
I was in Shanghai Airport, and there are some Chinese people that don't give a fuck.
They don't.
If you're in front of them, if you're next in line, like some shit.
That's funny. My grandmother might have been Chinese then
Yeah.
because she would just move you out of the way.
Oh, I'm next.
The fuck out of the way. I gotta get there.
But if you think about it, right, and history shows us like even the most beautiful parts of their culture, they were like didn't want to bring it to Westerners. They want to keep things
Mm-hmm.
there.
Right.
They shunned Bruce Lee for bringing kung fu to the United States.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah, he was,
So he wasn't famous back home.
but
Just,
then
like,
they were
shunned?
like, then they were pissed
Oh,
that he brought that to the West.
okay.
That so some people don't want to, you know.
I bet they went and paid
there
some
are
money for the Green
religions.
Hornet though.
There are religions and practices and stuff that they just kept to themselves. But a lot of people
could see
do
that.
that. But not. I'm not saying just, but in particular, Chinese have. I know that just from reading and history and things like that.
You know what I didn't know until literally yesterday?
Hmm.
Jiu-jitsu
Mm.
came from Japan
Yeah,
or China. When,
yeah.
Was it
Yeah,
China?
the
or
Brazilian adopted it and
Yeah.
turned it into some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the martial arts, all those fighting things, and like
Even
except
when,
for,
even when I
but
learned
there are some
yesterday,
like,
I
there's
don't
some
know.
Russian stuff and some Israel, and then there's Israeli boxing.
Yeah, the
there.
Krav Maga and
Oh,
stuff like that.
Yeah, there's
and
some
then
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of that, but
But I would think that a lot of that came from. Well, I don't know the history of all that stuff.
I don't know enough to talk about it. But I do know that Bruce Lee's stunt instructor
Mhm.
for some of the movies he was doing was a jiu-jitsu. No, he was a a judo guy.
Mm.
So
Judo.
they're on
Judo's definitely.
they're on the ground and they like wrestling and shit.
Judo or throws.
Throwing.
A lot of throws.
Yeah, but he
and-
knew
yeah.
arm bars.
Yeah, they know some of those things too. Throw
When-
you down, keep you in an arm bar. Yeah,
When you
yeah.
see Bruce Lee do an arm bar in one of those movies, he learned it from that guy.
From a guy who knew
That's
judo.
not what he did.
No, he did. He developed a new style kung fu.
Right, but that
Yeah.
wasn't grappling.
No,
He
all
learned
strikes.
that shit from
Yeah,
that guy.
He knew strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
That's all you know.
You got all the information that I know about Bruce Lee right there.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot, man. He's
Had that guy on my wall.
yeah.
He was a hero growing
You
up.
should watch
I loved
the Bruce, like one of the good movies or one of his documentaries.
Yeah, I should.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I know. I do want to
He
know
is-
more about
was
that
no
guy.
joke. I thought he was like not a joke, but I thought he was like such an action figure kind of dude
Right.
that I didn't know that he was really real.
Like a philosopher. And
Oh,
all
everything.
kinds of that shit.
Oh, he
yeah.
wrote. Developed his own kung fu, like
Yeah.
with his back broken. Like he was like fed up and like went into like this, left all the schools he
broke
was
my back.
doing.
It's
Yeah.
spinal.
It's spinal. It's spine. It's spinal. Wow, you remember that interview?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's spinal.
Dude, he was the best.
What happened out there? My back is broken.
My back is
Spinal.
broken.
It's spinal.
But you don't know what we're talking about. You're just sitting there playing with your nipple. It's what are you doing? Are you actually? Did you just? What are you doing over there? It's just an itch. Yeah. We got to get a Zoom camera here somewhere. Mike Tyson. You know who Mike Tyson is?
I know.
Right. Well, he used to have the best interviews out of any
Yeah,
Anyone.
any sports,
anyone. Forget
figure.
sports, just
Oh,
anyone. That's the best interviews
Oh,
of all
yeah.
time.
Oh my God, He's
Mike
got some-
Tyson. You can Google the Mike
Howard.
Tyson's interviews, and it's just
Oh,
the best.
some of his clips were too, like
Yeah.
Howard used to use and stuff.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
I'll fuck you till you love me.
Oh my god!
Remember that one?
Yeah.
He was pissed.
What
dude.
fight was that? Was that?
I think it was a press conference, but
that
some
might have-
guy asked him some bullshit question.
no,
like,
it was a girl.
Oh, it was a girl?
Yeah.
No, I think it was a dude.
No, dude, it was a
Are
girl
you sure?
reporter. Yeah. I don't think that was.
No, because he went to jail. I think it was after he was in jail.
Was it a guy? I thought it was a girl.
Ooh, that would. Whoa.
I thought it was a girl.
I think the guy had no respect for him, so he was like, "I'll show
We
you
got to
some
implement
respect."
some of this shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what would happen to us because it's not a popular thing. But many people can't use YouTube clips. They'll pull you.
No, there's a new.
Like you can't pull up YouTube. Even Rogan can't pull up YouTube. He doesn't do it anymore. He won't show it to you.
Oh.
They're not allowed to show YouTube clips.
Oh.
Not at all.
That's interesting.
Not at all.
But there is a new thing with social media that like photos aren't like you can post a photo if someone has social media and you post a photo, you can post a photo of people now because they have social media. It's all considered like a blanket of like it's okay. Like there's a
Well, yeah, it's out there.
so it's
Right.
already out there.
Unless
It's
you
like-
have a locked thing and you got in there, that's probably
Yeah, I
some
don't know.
sort of.
Yeah, somebody was just telling me something about like some kind of media new law that like it's okay to post pictures of other people because
Huh.
you don't have to like blur out faces and things like that
Oh, okay.
if it's used in social media,
Right.
something to that effect. I might be talking nonsense right now, but
I like nonsense.
yeah, true.
This is sort of a nonsense show.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nonsense is kind of one of my favorite topics.
Isn't it all nonsense out there anyway?
It really is.
It really, I mean, when
If
you really think
zoom out of Earth
about it, it's
as
nonsense.
far as you can go and just like look at Earth,
Yeah,
what is that?
nonsense.
Nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's insignificant. It means zero. It only
Well,
means
as
something
soon as
because
you
we
pull
made it something.
You pull it
here.
out just a little bit, and
Right.
you don't even see buildings, so you just see Earth,
Nothing.
which is something. But all the stuff that's actually in there, nonsense.
Zero. It means nothing.
It's
All of the things we think are important are
Are-
just an idea that maybe it is.
Yeah.
We don't know if we're doing the right thing.
Oh no.
We have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what we think now is
Yeah,
the right
It's all
thing.
made up.
Yeah, like if this place completely got obliterated, is that the word? Obliterated?
Yeah.
Obliterated or obliterated?
I can't even say it now.
Obliterated?
No, I don't think.
Fuck is wrong with us?
Obliterated.
If this place blew up right now, And we had to start from scratch.
Emily. You remember that? Do you remember that movie? Yo, the little kid was the king in was that History of the World or something, or like it was like a Mel Brooks movie or something, and the little kid was a king, and he was this African American kid, and he was like, "Yo, are you my enemy?" And he's like, "Enemy?" And he goes, "I said enemy." He was like a mad at him and like.
Could you get that? Is it obliterated or obliterated?
Oh, that second one sounded right, but I can't say either one now because you're doing that.
Obliterated. Obliterated. And now it's not that.
Nah, definitely not.
But if we just blew ourselves up,
There you go.
right?
I know that's right.
Like if Trump fucking, said the wrong thing. If Trump acted like himself
And missiles just
in
went
Russia.
and just missiles went everywhere.
Yeah, right. And we're just fucking demolished, right?
Yeah.
This whole place is nothing.
Yeah.
And somehow there's a little piece of fucking DNA that starts everything up again
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck it starts
Yeah.
everything. I don't think that we'd have the same mission.
No.
It'd be different every time,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Like, is
If
money going to be the thing that we get to every time?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's so many ways that can go.
Right.
Because if something else is whatever the dominant species in something that develops, if
Yeah, but
Darwinism's correct.
But that's only now. That's only something
Yeah.
we've developed.
So this planet has almost obliterated itself, and every time it comes back, it looks different.
Right.
Right. The
Right.
dinosaurs are gone. It came back.
Right.
Life was there still. Came back because some things were left,
But I mean, if humans,
and now it's different. Right.
Humans, not dinosaurs. Like, let's say humans.
But so my point is, if all the humans are gone, humans might not come back. You're saying if humans came back.
If humans came back,
Yeah, it'll still be different.
I would say 10 out of 10 times.
Still be different than
It's
it
gonna
is
be
today.
different,
Yeah, we're not going to
a
redevelop.
different mission every time.
Yes. Yep. Because there's, like we said, with growing up, there's going to be different variables that are used as
Yeah.
a learning process.
Like right now,
Mhm.
most of the meaning of life
Mm.
to most people is basically having enough money to be able to live.
Yeah.
That's most of the cause.
Meaning of life. Yeah. I mean, it's
I mean,
like a, it's
let's
like
not get like
I know
too
what you're saying.
spiritual here,
okay,
but
right. I know what you're saying. Yes.
not the meaning of life,
I know what you mean.
but how to survive.
What existence is.
Yeah,
Like I say, like
to-
what existence is for people.
How do
is-
you get to the end? Well, first you need money,
Yeah.
or at least some. You gotta kind of.
How do you get money? You either work or hustle or do something. And
You have to have money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have to. You could be one of those guys that goes and moves
But
to
there
Alaska
are
and hunts.
primitive cultures still that
yeah.
live and hunt and just hunt. There's no
Very,
money. Very
very
few. Amazon.
Yeah,
Africa,
Very few.
Aboriginal, Aborigines.
yeah, there are a few.
Yeah.
And there's the people that stray off and move to like Alaska and hunt and live in
Yeah.
a fucking igloo and
Yeah.
fine,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Maybe that's cool. Maybe that's even
Eskimos,
better.
right? Yeah.
But overall, that's our mission
Overall,
to kind of work,
yeah.
get money, feed
And you know what?
our
That
family.
sounds like nonsense to me.
Sounds so stupid.
Yeah,
It's not the answer to happiness by far.
by far.
It's not even close,
Mhm.
right? But that's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do.
If we got completely demolished and started again, what would that next mission be? How would we?
Mm,
What if
crazy.
What if we just decided that the best thing to do is to just everyone love each other,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe that would be the next
I
society.
mean, if this happens over and over and over again, eventually one of those times will be that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
numbers game. It's got to be.
Yeah, hopefully that would be.
It would have to be.
I know.
You know, it's like I forget who said it, but a lot of people have the theory that this thing goes so fucking far. I mean, space and planets and galaxies and fucking all this shit goes so far that there are millions of people that are exactly you.
Yeah, this was Neil Tyson deGrasse said it.
Did deGrasse Tyson say that?
Yes.
Because
He said not only is there definitely another you somewhere,
yeah.
there is another you saying exactly what you're saying right now, living
Right.
the same exact life you're living.
Right.
That's
How many
infinite-
times over.
That's how infinite space is.
Right. How insane.
Yes.
Right? Now, if that is a fact, then it could be a fact that
There's a you
somewhere
doing
there's a-
living some other life completely.
yeah, and somewhere there's a planet that actually just believes in love, let's say.
Yeah.
And that's what we live for.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is just kind. And hey, how are you? You look like you can use a blowjob.
A hug.
Let me do that. And you're like, thanks, man.
Thanks.
Man, really?
Oh,
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
We
matter.
just love.
Yeah.
I don't look at you like a guy that just did a weird thing to me. I look at you like a guy that just actually helped me.
Yeah.
It's not gay because no one ever said that it is.
Because no one ever said that it is.
Right.
Right. That's funny.
That's all it is.
It's interesting you just said that.
That's all it is.
No.
Someone said it's weird. And someone
Someone-
else said, I guess it is.
Yeah.
And it got popular. That's weird.
Yeah.
Why is that weird?
Because someone said it was.
You helped me come. Thank you. Why the fuck is it weird?
Yeah. It shouldn't be.
I told my friend, if it makes you feel weird that I fuck your ass, let me stick a pocket pussy up there and fuck your ass. So let me fuck the pocket pussy. Let just your asshole be the holder for my pocket pussy.
Dude, do me a favor. Hold this for me. What? Yo, just hold this for me.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
It's not
at
a big
all.
deal. Just hold this.
And by the way, it's only weird because other people said that. So just
Yeah.
fucking relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Especially relax.
Relax.
And especially definitely relax.
Relax and let me just get in there. Let me just get in there. Stand still.
Yeah. It's yeah, I mean, it is interesting what
It's
it would
such
be
a
like.
weird thing. But there's got to be planets out there that believe in other things and they don't have the same mission as we,
Oh, definitely not.
right?
But just think of all the varies of beings though too.
Right.
So there's probably human-like that are completely savage planet
Right.
that has no seemingly civilization,
Right.
right? Or these super, like you're saying, these super spiritual
Right.
existences
All
where
different types.
where there's so much going on
All different
that
types.
is all pure and love and
Right.
so many things.
Might even be a place
Psychic
that
abilities, like who knows, like all sorts of things that are just beings.
place that just needs pizza.
Could be a place.
Gotta fucking
Dominoes everywhere.
pizza. Pizza.
Oh, I think that's where we live. Dominoes everywhere. I think that's
We have that already.
We already have that. We live in a place that just needs pizza. Actually,
Garbage place.
Yeah.
It's a garbage dump.
Well, yeah. This planet's a garbage dump.
Yeah. And so
Planet's a garbage dump.
kind
Dude, so listen, man. I just had this conversation because of an experience that I had. Right. We were talking about this stuff and the planet and all those things. I think it came up because I went to Bali and they're having a problem with like where they dump their garbage and it's seeped in and their water's awful. So everyone
really?
drinks bottled water there. Because
Oh, yeah,
it's-
you told me
all
about
the
that.
locals even they drink
Right.
bottled water. It's terrible. So
It's fucked up in Bali.
yeah, I'm on the second floor.
Such a beautiful place.
I know, sick. I know.
It's
And the
fucking-
people are awesome. So it's like weird. It just sucks. So my garbage thing, like the room, what are those rooms called? I'm gonna call
bubble
it a
you're-
dispensary, but it's
The
not.
what?
I have a room on my floor in my building where
Yeah.
you bring your garbage. So it has like a chute,
Oh.
it has a garbage can, it has recycling for cardboard, and then it has two garbages for your cans and bottles and things
Yeah,
like that, right?
right,
So
right.
it's like the room.
And down in the
garbage room.
basement, they put it all together.
Yeah, they put it all together
Throw
and,
it out.
and just make you feel like you just recycled.
Don't you
Like,
feel good?
Yeah, you feel
There's the
good.
truck that just put it all together in one fucking place.
One place.
Yeah.
Right. So they clean that room every day. And most days I'm in there at night and it's full. Right? There is a garbage can with shit coming out of it. The cardboard is there and it's not even fit in the spot they give you, and those two things are filled.
Right.
Right? And I just was in there and I go, that's one floor. One day. 8 floors in this building.
Right.
That's one speck on this planet.
We're garbage machines.
We're garbage machines.
We just create garbage.
Create garbage.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
Now think if we were living in the woods,
Mhm.
in the wild, hunting, fucking. What are the things we said? We said 5 things we need, right? Like
Yeah.
Hunting.
Yeah, you'd probably dance. You
Hunting.
would dance and make music. You'd hit and drum. Your
Yeah.
spirit would want to.
You would want sense of community and the
Yeah,
the
and
dancing.
but
and
also
that.
you would want to like what goes on inside you. You want it to come out in some
Right.
kind of way. Art, writing, music.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
definitely that's been going on
And it
for a
doesn't
long
have to
time.
be so primitive. It could be in a nice. I mean, people can.
Have a guitar.
You can have a guitar.
You could have a guitar.
Guitar factory somewhere.
Car amp and a guitar.
Some guy making power in the back
So-
while you play.
So that is where already is the problem.
Right.
Because now there's a factory that makes those things.
Right.
And we got issues.
You gotta make your own.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
gotta
make your
fucking
own.
hollow out a tree.
Right. Well, there you go. Hollow out a tree.
You'll figure out how to make
Yep.
some shit.
Yep.
Right.
You need an acoustic.
Yeah. But then there's no garbage really.
No.
Just a bunch of fucking holes where people shit.
Yeah. I mean, because you're making stuff out of the stuff that's around.
No one has anything
So
except
that
a
stuff,
shovel.
when that
What do you
stuff
have?
is
A
done,
shovel.
when that stuff is done, it's gonna go back to the earth. Like
Right.
if you're wearing leaves around your waist, they're leaves.
Right.
Leaves fall off the trees all the time. What they do is they rot and they make the soil better.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So it's like
Decompose.
decompose. That's the word I couldn't think of. So yeah, that's like we were like that for a while.
It does seem.
We were like that for a while.
a long while.
A long while.
A very, very, very
Right.
long while.
What happened?
Some asshole made fire.
Some asshole
Right.
made fire.
Now you can see other areas.
Well, yeah, some asshole made fire, and then we ate meat, and then we got smarter or stupider.
It's supposedly, yeah, right,
Stupid.
exactly. Yeah, maybe we're better off being a little dumber, but we
Yeah.
would have been eaten by other things, and we would have been done. If we weren't smarter,
This is true.
we would have died. So we needed that.
There's a book I want to read, and I can't think, I can't think of the name. I got to call my friend to get this guy. He's supposed to give me the name. He couldn't think of the name of the book, but it talks about the
That whole evolution,
evolution of man
right,
from like new data, new things that they're finding out and stuff like that.
right,
And they did bring up. He told me about a section in the book that he was fond of because we were at my friend's house, and he's the chef. That like his backyard barbecues are sick. I mean, you eat.
You told me about it,
You eat-
and that one time I couldn't
So-
make it.
So we were eating. He made bone marrow
Oh, I love bone marrow.
and did put some stuff on it, dude. You would have flipped. This thing was like, I was like, what? And I was like, can I take those too? Like, did everyone get the bone marrow? Because I want more like
Yeah.
bone marrow. It was
I love bone marrow.
unreal. So this guy I was talking to, that's friends of him now. I like know him because he's always there on at these barbecues, and he was saying that man was, or whoever we were, way back when we didn't have fire, and we didn't have the ability to make tools to hunt, right? An animal would kill another animal, right, and eat it, rah, 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 rah. But then like some scavengers would come, like a hyena type animal,
Right.
right? And now they're pack animals, so the pack animal comes and then scares away the big animal. But he ate enough because he went in there and ripped the guts and ripped big pieces of the leg and all this
Yeah.
other stuff. So now these hyena type animals come because there's like 8 or 9 of them. They scare away this one lion or whatever the type, saber-toothed tiger at the time, whatever the hell. He leaves. They chew that up, but they got big mouths, so they're kind of done. They're left. There's like tendons and muscle, tissue around the bones. So that's the birds. So the birds, the vultures, the things come and they start pecking away at that. But we could kind of handle those, so we come in and scare them away. But there's really just bone left. We cracked open bones and ate bone marrow.
I don't know about that.
That's what they say.
Yeah,
That's what they say. I don't know who they is, but they say it.
we got bone marrow.
So they say that was like a big.
Because supposedly hyenas have like the
catalyst.
strongest teeth, and they go for the
Well,
bone marrow.
they go for the bone marrow, but they do.
Yeah, they crack a shit open.
They crack that shit open. But
I don't know
what I'm
for
saying
sure,
is,
but-
as a scavenger, so maybe I got like the details of the story wrong, but we would come onto things that were broke, there already, and we had no choice but to eat that bone marrow because maybe the hyenas broke it up already and
Right.
didn't get at it all. So we would get the bone marrow, and they say that is a huge catalyst
Man, there's so many theories
in the
of what
development of
happened.
our brain to get to the point to make the fire, to
so
make the
many
tools.
fucking theories, right?
So many.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so crazy and so interesting to.
I'm going to read that book and come out and have a podcast about it.
Yeah, let's do that.
I got to wear my glasses, though.
Yeah, wear your glasses, man. Hey, listen, this thing still isn't working.
Yeah.
Because some effects haven't been downloaded yet. So I'm gonna hit it, and then we'll both do the music.
Ta-dam.
Yeah. All right. So we think we're good.
Yeah, we're
Right. 2, 3, 4.
Da-da-da.
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 Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
Oh, God.
How's that thing gonna work?